Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So again, going over my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY again after yesterday's Powell speaking at our Fed rate hike, giving us a 50-point base rate hike, decreasing in rates, however, mentioning that unemployment is not high enough. And after today's initial jobless claims, again, mentioning in yesterday's video that we had initial jobless claims again an hour before market open, not exactly the numbers we were looking for. Now testing our 50-day moving average as we did gap down in pre-market. So now our question is, will we hold our 50-day here and will we bounce off of it, or will we continue on lower since we are now increasing in sell pressure? Again, getting a solid red bar here, exactly what we were not looking for to play to the upside. However, again, our EMA line's not crossing higher here. Again, mentioning yesterday that we still have, again, pressure to the downside. Overall here, looking to see if we will now continue to the downside. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY again, just to recap on everything that we have been watching here again, making sure that we did not get that rejection again on the upper end of our channel, looking for that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel if we were going to continue on higher again, getting prior rejections exactly here on the up end of our channel, making sure that we did not get that rejection. And as you guys can see clearly, bears did close again below our channel here, and then getting an indecisive candle after Powell spoke yesterday, not getting that bullish momentum, not continuing on higher than our CPI that we had prior. So again, getting that rejection, an indecisive candle exactly on the up end of our channel after Powell spoke yesterday, and now continuing on lower again, mentioning that gap down in the Insta room. If you guys did assume that we could possibly continue on lower, then that's exactly what happened. And as you guys can see, if we were watching our sell pressure here, increasing in sell pressure on the day, again, getting those red solid bars here that we were looking to see if we can continue on lower from, and that's exactly what happened here. Again, if we were looking at the hourly chart and we were looking for intraday plays, as you guys can see, continuing on lower here with sell pressure on the day, with our EMA lines crossing below the median or MACD, giving us that clear sell pressure on the day. I did play this actually. I got about 80% on the day, if you guys can see here. So now our question is here on the daily chart, if we're going to be looking for that continuation on higher here, is to see if we can get our 12 EMA to start to curl up at some point in time for that possible continuation on higher here, since we are above overall the median of our MACD. However, as far as to the downside, since we are increasing in sell pressure, we are pointing down. We do have that strength to the downside at this point. So we will be looking at support levels, and as you guys can see, very much testing a very strong support level that we have again bounced off of prior. As you guys can see, getting a rejection to the upside, continuing on lower as we were testing our 20-day moving average at this point in time. So again, this is a very strong level that we have here at 385. This is exactly where we bounced off of today. So again, from here, after our gap down, we would be looking to see if we would either hold 385 or possibly continue on lower intraday. As you guys can see, again, getting that increase in sell pressure, not dropping below our prior sell pressure point. However, we need to keep in mind that this could be the beginning of losing all this anticipation that we've been getting again from Nick Timiraos mentioning that possible Fed pivot. We surely did get that decrease in rates. However, not exactly what we were expecting with that unemployment number, not exactly as high as Powell was looking for. Again, we did get our decreases in CPI. Powell did mention that we are getting closer and closer to the tightening that we need, which is necessary. So again, keeping in mind that we are getting closer to that tightening that we do need. However, we need data to come in to show us that we are getting that unemployment number that Powell is looking for. And after today's initial jobless claims, very much continuing on lower, again, mentioning that data in the Insta room. If you guys do look for this type of data, or if you guys are looking for intraday plays, we mentioned any volatile mover that is worth looking at throughout the day. For example, today we had MULN breaking out, and also ICVX, again, mentioning that we needed to break above our $10 psychological resistance on the day, continuing on higher on the day, over 40% of a breakout on the day. Even though we had a major gap down today, these are the type of breakouts that we also do mention in the Insta room. But again, back to the spot here, if we are looking for that possible continuation on higher, we do need to start to respect our 50-day moving average very quickly. As you guys can see, very much closing below our 50. So we definitely need to be careful playing to the upside at this point in time until we get, again, that same proof of concept that we have been looking for on the upper end of our channel, which we are not getting. We do have our 20-day that is starting to curl over. If we do curl over, we will be looking for that bearish candle setup below our 20-day if we are going to continue on lower. So again, looking for that continuation on pressure to the downside. And one of those largest indicators that we have been watching is the DXY, looking for that strength to the downside to continue on lower. As you guys can see, very much getting that bullish momentum here on the dollar, giving us strength to the downside in the market today. So again, we did cross back higher with our EMA lines. Again, yesterday we did cross lower, but now crossing back above and very much looking for that bounce here as our EMA lines have been, again, cooling down from sell pressure here and now getting that increase in buy pressure. If we do continue on higher here with buy pressure on the dollar, then that very much will give us that continuation on higher in the market. So again, keeping that in mind that our EMA lines are now crossing higher, giving us strength in the dollar, which will give us weakness on the SPY if we continue on again with this strength on this bounce. And again, we did cross higher. We crossed just below here yesterday, and now crossing back above. That does show us that we could continue on with this bounce and again continue on with strength going to the downside on the SPY. So again, just being careful on the SPY. We are taking away again that anticipation that Nick Timiraos gave us on that possible Fed pivot, again continuing on with that decrease in inflation, but now looking for again that high unemployment number that Powell is looking for. So again, just making sure that we recap here, we are testing support we did bounce off of. However, if we do continue on below 385, then we very much could continue on lower here since we are now closing below our 50-day moving average here. So again, just keeping an eye on the dollar, keeping an eye on this bearish candle setup as we are curling here with our 20-day. We could even continue on with the possible bounce here and then possibly continue on with that bearish momentum again with an engulfing candle, and that could be that continuation on lower that we're looking for. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for very volatile breakouts, even when the market does gap down the way it is, looking for those speculative plays or plays on news that we mentioned in the Instabills room. Again, yesterday our high, again, like I said, was at 27 cents here on MULN. We did continue on higher. We had a major gap up, testing 40 cents on the day, jumping up over 40% on the day. A very nice breakout. Again, another one here that we had this morning, ICVX, looking to see if we can break above our $10 psychological resistance. As you guys can see in pre-market, jumping up to 968, mentioning that we are going to keep this on watch for a possible setup, a clear setup here, breaking above pre-market high and breaking above our $10 psychological level here and breaking up all the way up to $15 and continuing on higher on the day at 1640. These are the type of breakouts we mentioned every single day in the Instabills room. Again, only for $15 a month. You guys will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, and all of you Instabills that come over and support the channel every single day, we will continue to take what the market gives us at pre-market and out the gate. In my opinion, the market has been pretty crazy, but we've been continually getting the plays that we have every morning and very nice plays. We had a 200% breakout earlier this week. We had a breakout we've had a breakout every single morning for as long as we remember. Again, just staying blessed, taking what the market gives us, and again, letting the market come to us here as we are on a pullback. If we do continue on lower, we will have more discounts for long plays. And until we do get that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel, we will be careful as we have been getting prior rejections. So again, just looking for that proof of concept. Again, intraday and also here for long plays is exactly what we'll continue to do. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.